Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, my name is Kalifi, and today, for now, I'm going to record my English project, and that is my basically recording about a review book. And for the book that I'm going to review is Atomic Habit. And so, for the Atomic Habit itself, for the review book itself, I must read the book, almost all of them, and then make them a presentation, like an 8 minute presentation. But for now, yeah, I just do it with OBS. Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you what's inside this book. Yeah. By the way, I also have the book here. So the book is made by James Clear. As you can see, Atomic Habits. This one is an easy way, a proven way to build a goal habit and break the bad ones. So and here there is here his slogan that is tiny changes, remarkable results. Yeah. So, what is his target by making this book and his purpose? That he actually wanted to make a book that help us or guide us about habits. And by the meaning is that atomic habits is that atomic is small and habits is habits. So tiny, tiny changes and remarkable results. And so this book teaches the main things that this book teaches is about tiny changes. Like maybe we just uh, control or manage our time a little bit, and then it will change the way. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah. So in this book itself, there is there is lots of new and good stuff. Like uh, there is yeah, there is how do I say it? Yeah, no, maybe. Yeah, there's a story about like historical story about this and that, and then this and that. Like yeah, I mean historical like competition story, like war story or whatever that's put in this book that inspires us. Yeah, maybe it is put in the early book, so we knew how how habit, how small habit will actually change everything. Yeah, and then maybe for the strength of this book, the advantage of this book is that it's actually already proven to be true. Yeah, proven to be great. Guess why? Because this book, this is that awesome. Because if you see and what inside this book actually has some yeah. How do I say it? This book has some proven technique that are also being used by people or like the person that is really rich or become maybe is the proven person like also there's like club basketball club and then riding club and everything else there's in here. Yeah, so yeah, I think that's the strength, and then maybe I'll talk about the weaknesses. So about the weaknesses is that this book actually have some maybe psychological language that maybe us as the maybe person that can understand like too much of psychological, we won't understand too much, and we must read carefully. Like maybe in Indonesian version, there's different magical, which sometimes maybe confuses people when they read it. Why? Because yeah, it is sometimes just using other language like not the language that beginner uses, but it's actually a language that is actually already or how do I say it? But yeah, maybe I'm not say it, but there's some parts that you guys must read carefully first before you actually uh, get what the meanings. Yeah, and then maybe that's kind of tough, and also for us because when I reading it, it's actually kind of confusing. Like whether whether it's like easy, uh, yeah, whether it's like an easy boy book or sometimes it just feels like it is a book for the pros only. I mean, for the ones who already understand, but sometimes there's part of the book where it is actually made for the beginner like us. Yeah, and that's sometimes gonna frustrate me because yeah, I read it for the project, and when I when I actually in that part, like in the annoying part, I would say it was actually kind of yeah frustrating because I actually got lazy to read the book and everything else. But maybe let's get into the middle of it. Then. So James Clear, uh, as already said, yeah. But maybe I'll introduce you about James Clear first. Yeah. So James Clear is a like writer and also lecturer that has learned about this habits for a while and make this book. Yeah, just like that. And and for the I think that's it for the presentation. And then maybe you guys wanna hear about where I find the book, where I actually read the book. So I read it in my dormitory, my dorm with the other guys, and then I actually bought it in Gramedia. Yeah, I got it in Gramedia, which I got it in Gramedia, which I was recommended by my parents at that time, at that moment, and then Simonos, and then I said this may can improve my English, my English, sorry, my habits. And so I bought it, and I actually doesn't read it too much. Why? Because I'm just too lazy. But at one point there's this project, and so I said to myself, no, maybe just read it because I don't have any more books to read. So I did. I read this book, and actually sometimes this changed me a lot. I would say because yeah, it's just changing a lot by by every meaning, like yeah, making me more just 10 times better at managing time and else. And yeah, I think that's all. Thank you very much for you guys. Maybe I'm sorry for my explanation because there's isn't much to explain here. It's because I'm confused what to explain. Yeah, but for the recommendation, this is actually a 10 out of 10 book. Maybe 9.5 out of 10 book because yeah, it's just changing me right now. And I'm really glad that I bought this book instead of the other book. Yeah, maybe that's it. Thank you very much for you guys. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.